Yo, what up, guys? It is Nolen, and today we're in the gym, right? And I know I personally never go to the gym, never work out because arm wrestling is stupid. But today we're in here for training. So for all of you tall and lanky guys, especially for the lightweight people, this video is mainly for you because I am one of those tall and lanky pullers. So yeah, we're just gonna go through my routine. I'll show you all of the little workouts here. As you can see, today we're mainly building strength, right? Base strength, to be able to put power into our movements, because a lot of us have, our arms are pretty long, but we can't, just because we have the leverage doesn't mean that we always have the strength to be able to use it. So today we're building strength so that we're able to use the leverage, especially against the shorter dudes, as well as, if shorter pullers are able to put you into a hook, we're just able to, brush that off and pull them in the hook because. So yeah, I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off and we're gonna get started with the first workout. All right, and if you haven't joined the Puller Public Discord, you should do that. It'll be in the description, and we would be glad and happy to meet you there. So before we get started, we're gonna start stretching. Now, stretching is very, very important because imagine you just go to the gym, you drive all this way, and then you hurt your arm on your first workout, and it's like, bruh. So we want to prevent that, prevent injury, prevent anything else happening. Get blood flowing into your arm before you actually start doing some heavy lifting. So we're just gonna get started with that. All right, that's enough stretching. Stretching is over. The stretching portion has been completed. Now it's time to lift some heavy weights. By the way, the gym is empty right now. Like, there's no one working or anyone in the gym, so I can be as loud as I want. All right, our first workout, preacher curl on the barbell. So I feel like a lot for us, our lanky guys, we have very long arms, but we get separated pretty easily. So as in a lot of my matches, I get, I bring it back. It's usually like, if I am not hitting immediately, I'm usually like, bam, right, and I catch, right, at like a separated position, and then bring it back. Trying my best not to get as separated as I do, I feel like is very important. So that's what we're gonna start out with for today. I like to choose a pretty close and narrow grip, just because it's more like, tight. You get very tight, and I feel like getting tight in any exercise is very, very important. So that's what I usually like to do. And then you just bring it down as far as, normally when you're at the pin. If you lose, your pin you're like right here, right? Especially if you're like, ooh. So I feel like that's a pretty good end point or start point. So we just bring it about where you're about to get pinned, and then just bring it back up. We'll do this for about 10 sets. I think I have 20 pounds on each end. So it's not that much weight, but it's good enough for what I'm trying to do, just to build strength. Set complete. Bam. Boom. Now it's time for tricep extensions. We do also like the tricep press. We like to get in tight and just wham, right? I personally have not been working on my triceps very much, so I feel like I gotta, step up my game and work on that. But yeah, triceps, especially if your wrist is dumped or whatever, you just, it's tricep time. Get that tricep strength, right? So here we have a simple tricep extension machine. It targets the triceps pretty good, but it also targets a lot of the elbow work. And I feel like, having a lot of people have a lot of pressure in their elbow, they say. So I feel like if we learn to adapt to the pressure in the elbow, then we'll be fine for tournaments. It's not like we'll be surprised at any sort of pain that we would experience. So I feel like
this is also very beneficial for doing that as well.
Set complete. Next up, we got chest flies on the machine. Now, this is what I've been working on recently, is a lot of side pressure work. You know, when we're in situations where it's, you know, we have the top roll, you know, we have the hand and wrist, but, you know, a lot of people are still very powerful even without their hand and wrist. They're still able to bring us back, right? And if you have a lot of good side pressure, you can negate, you know, their side pressure, right, in the top roll. When we have that top roll, it's still like, ooh, we're kind of falling away. This exercise is very good for bringing them back towards you and getting them extended from their arm. Here we have our chest fly machine. This is meant to really target the chest, but I'm also going to use a lot of my arm because I want to also be working on my arm as well as my chest, but it's not like it's exclusive to only be working on your chest. We still want to be able to develop that side pressure strength in our arm. So it's very important to also use your arm along with your chest in the exercise. Set complete. Now we're gonna do some hammer curls. This is very good for us, you know, lanky pullers who are trying to pull off a top roll. We want to build as much back pressure as possible because a lot of shorter hook arm wrestlers are trying to get you in there. They're trying to crank you in, and we want to stay as far away from their power as possible. So we're trying to pull back as much as possible. I feel like hammer curls, back pressure with a strap on a pulley. Those are all very good things to develop this just straight back. You know, trying to have them chase us, like my pal Devin Laird always says. Get them to try to chase us, get them far away from their power as possible, try to get onto their hand, and I feel like this is where that exercise does that the most. So for our hammers, we're back on the preacher. I'm just going to be using a 30-pound dumbbell in one hand and 25 in the other hand, just because my left arm just isn't as strong, and I don't want to be using, you know, a stronger weight than I need to for my other arm. And alternating arms for each set. I want to really focus on each arm as it comes up. I just feel like doing each arm individually is more beneficial. They're both getting their individual attention, and we'll get going on that. Set complete! Woo! Now here comes my favorite exercise, the wrist roller, baby. Little wrist roller with a little string to it. We're just gonna attach it to a pulley. Pulley is gonna be down at the feet, and we're just gonna be pulling it in for 2 times. So we're just gonna do 2 sets of it, rolling in each time. I don't know how much weight exactly. Probably around like 35 pounds. No, maybe like 25. But whatever weight that gets you blown up, because that's really at the end of the day what matters, is that you're actually stimulating the muscle and you're getting blood flow into it. So we're gonna get started. Oh, okay. We're just gonna get started with one wrist already curled in. Bring it back, and then we'll just keep on going until it's all rolled up. We'll unroll it again, and then bring it back one more time. The only issue, however, it gets very, let me see here, I get, you know, a lot of the rubber gets ripped off on your hands. I don't know how much longer I may be able to use it, but it works. Set complete. I'm gonna stop. All right, we have the last exercise of the rotation. Well, the kind of last. There is one final one at the very, very end. But here we have seated rows, just a cable machine where you row with a little attachment that you use both arms and you row it. But instead of using your back mainly, we're gonna be using a lot of our biceps. It's very, very important for us if we're going to go into the hook that we get as tight as possible. We gotta be in, you know. And I feel like this exercise is very, very good for us getting people in, right? Getting as tight as possible in the middle of a match. We'll be separated, right? But we'll still be able to get into the hook and then bring it back. So I feel like this is what that exercise is meant to portray and do. All right, here we are at a row machine. We have a little attachment here that we're using for our it's a little screwy. I don't know why that's the deal. So we're just gonna try to be as tight as possible. A lot of short movements inside, and we have some pretty significant weight, so it's gonna be pretty fast bursts. Let's get started. So that was the circuit that we're going with. That's basically just the rotation. I'll be going to do the same rotation again 2 more times for a total of 3 sets each. And then at the end, we're just gonna be doing one final exercise, which is we're gonna be doing some pull-ups until failure, because like I feel like having that at the end, you're all worn out, is getting, you know, as much stress into your body as possible. It's very important for building muscle. So, and as well as pull-ups, we're gonna a whole variety of things. We have lats, back, arms, even grip, when you're gripping the bar and bringing it up. That's a great ender, so I'll get back to you guys when I'm done with my sets, and we're gonna finish it off with that. I'm good. Also, reminder time. Join the Polar Public Discord to talk about arm wrestling, arm wrestling training, arm wrestling matches, arm wrestling. Join. Bam. Boom. Do the wrist roller. Oh, I can barely like grip it because of the wrist roller, dude. All right, we are done with our circuit. I just went around another 2 times. Now I am almost dead. The key word is almost. And we gotta get dead. That's why we're gonna start doing our pull-ups till failure. So it'll be great. And 2 more. And 2 more. Oh! We are done. Well, hope you all enjoyed. Once again, join the Polar Public Discord if you haven't already. And I'll be there. Leave any comments on what you thought about this video. This is my first training video, so I don't know if I'll be doing these in the future, but if you like them, if you want to see me try and cover different exercises for different kinds of people, like people with short arms, people with long arms, people with short hands, people with long hands, you know, big people who are like supers, and lightweight people like me, I can try my best. But you know, I'm not that experienced. I've only had maybe like 4 years into the sport.
So, you know, we're trying to do our best here. But I appreciate you all watching. Let me know any comments in the videos. Let me know if I'm incorrect about some of the exercises that I did, and if there are any ways to make them better, more efficient. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll be sure to make a next video and talk about the changes that I made based on your suggestions. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching.